as something you and I have both talked about, Pete, and I think fully agree with, the attitude, particularly with Latins and with Middle Eastern, Arab nations. The business of going in the bull in the China shop, American attitude, I'm going to get the job done. And you go in and say, I need this, this, and this.
Yeah.
You talked earlier about what should we be aware of. Well, if you're in the Latin or if you're in the Middle Eastern world, a absolute requirement if you want to get anything done is you go in and you talk about nothing for about 20 minutes. How's the kids? How's the dog? Is the wife pregnant again? How's the baby? How's the nana? How's the new cook working out? Now, that doesn't have a damn thing to do with why you're there. But, excuse the profanity, you damn well better do it if you're going to get results.
We always have to qualify these things, right? Like, I have now spent 20 minutes engaging with rapport building conversation.
Please. Please. Absolutely. Pete is 100% right. You are not running a clock.
Right.
You're there to get a mission done and do it appropriately in order to get that mission done.
There's sort of a game that I would play, John. I don't know if you've ever played it, but because I knew I was triggered to go and do my job and ask my questions, I would purposely wait as long as I could. I would ask another question about culture, about family, about the area, which is all in effect doing my job. But I wouldn't ask any business until my partner is like, can we get down to work?
Pete is extremely perceptive and obviously quite experienced. When I was in the Middle East, when I was working with the Palestinians, I had a particular individual. Believe it or not, he'd been educated at Oxford. Palestinian, actually Bedouin, and he was always the perfect host. But he had some incredible things that were most helpful to me, and I did not mark time on my calendar. I put down Yasser. Now, I could go in and we could have one gooey sweet tea, or we could have 5. And what Pete has just said is the rule that I went by. As long as Yasser was saying, would you like another cup of tea? You don't say, hell no, we got to get to business. That would be delicious, thank you. And then he would set his little cup down and said, is there some way I can help you, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would have happened if I'd bust into his office and say, hey, Yasser, a couple things here. Can you get them for me right away? And he would have been very nice, almost cherubic smile and say, well, of course, John. And I would never hear anything from him.
Yeah.